Hi, welcome to Active Path Law of Attraction. Today we are going to change the way you interact with the universe. We are going to up-level the way you manifest, and it is going to enable you to create the future you desire. But in a few minutes, you're going to experience something much more effective and much more powerful. But to explain what we're going to start to do, if we take the analogy again of your life being that lump of marble, whatever it is right now, and you are the artist and you have the tools and you're going to carve it into what you choose, what you decide, what you want it to be. Well, while you are going through that process, you can sit back and imagine exactly what you want to carve and shape that piece of marble into. You can sit and imagine it in every detail, but that doesn't actually change the lump of marble. That's just in your imagination. In order to actually change that lump of marble, you have to create what you want right here, right now, in the present moment. That energy, that vision has to get out of your head and go through your body and come into reality so you can create it. And this is very, very important when we want to up-level our ability to manifest things in our life, because the universe isn't reacting to our imagination, ever. The universe does not react to what we imagine, what we hope about, what we think about, what we dream about. What the universe is always reacting to and has no choice but to react to is what we are being in the present moment. What version of ourself are we being right here, right now? What we are being in the present moment, our presence in the present moment, is what's reacting with reality right here, right now. And that is what the universe is always reacting to. When you change the version of yourself you are actually being, not just thinking about, not just visualizing, but actually being, then like an echo, the world around you has to reflect that back to you. It has no choice. And if you think back to that visualization exercise we just did, I want you to think about two things. Number one, where was all of your energy focused? And number two, how aware of reality were you during that exercise? Most likely, if you think back on it, all of your energy was focused in and around your head. Maybe some of it was around your heart, maybe. But for most people, it was in and maybe a little bit around our head. And how aware of your current reality were you during that exercise? Probably very, very minimal, if at all. You might have had no awareness of your current surroundings or your body during that visualization exercise. And those are two things we're going to change through the next series of little exercises on this video, so you can experience the difference for yourself. Number one, we have to get that energy out of our head, have it flow through our body so it can interact with reality. We don't want to create imaginary changes in an imaginary life, in an imaginary time and place. We want to change our actual presence, what we are being in reality right here, right now, so we can create real changes in our lives, in our real life, in reality, as reality reacts to what we are being. And so that you can experience this for yourself and experience the difference, I want you to follow along with another quick exercise with me. Please close your eyes just for a couple of minutes. And once again, I want you to not just envision, but feel yourself being the version of you that has already accomplished this goal, no matter what it is. You may feel excitement, may feel pride, you may feel powerful, you may feel love, you may feel passion. But I don't want you to visualize the scene as much this time. As much as I want you to feel in your body, your real body right here, right now, being that person. Not just your emotional state, but feel it in your heart, Feel it in your arms, feel it in your legs, feel it throughout your entire body. And in the beginning, when you first accomplished this goal, it was exciting, it was thrilling, life was changing quickly. But it's been some time now since you've accomplished this goal. It's not new to you anymore. It is simply the way you are now. It simply is the way your life is now. It is simply your reality. Feel that flow into your body. Feel your body absorb those feelings. There may be many ways you feel more confident now, more secure now, more stable in your life now. And it is just the way things are. It's just who you are now and what you experience. And feel that confidence, feel that security in your body. There may be many ways that your life is a lot less stressful now. There may have been things that were stressing you out in your previous life, that previous version of yourself, that no longer exists. And you can feel the relief of that. You can feel how good it is that that is no longer your experience. And just accept and feel in your body that this is how you are now. This is your life now. This is who you have chosen to be. Living this way with these things you have created is simply reality. It's simply the way things are. Those stresses no longer in your mind and no longer in your body. That confidence, that security, that love, that passion is just the way you are. And as you're feeling this in your body, I want you to maintain an awareness of the space you're in now. Get out of your imagination, get into reality, the present moment. No matter where you are sitting in that room, you are the person who has accomplished this. You feel the security, you feel the pride, you feel the accomplishment through your entire body. The lack of stress, the lack of annoyance, the lack of anger, the lack of frustration no longer exists in your body. Feel it in your actual body right here, right now, and be aware of the space you're in. Feel it, be aware of it. How nice is it to be sitting right here, right now in this room, being the person that has already accomplished all these things, not in your imagination, but in reality, in your body. You haven't just imagined the sculpture, you have carved it, you have created it, and now it simply is. It simply exists. It is reality. Now please open your eyes. Now you have just experienced, maybe for the first time, the difference between thinking about creating change and actually being that change. If you think back to the exercise we just did, ask yourself those same two questions. Where was your energy focused, and how aware of your current surroundings, of reality, were you? Most likely, you felt the energy through your entire body. Your body easily accepted and became the version of you you wanted to be. And you know why? Because that's who you should be. And at the end of the exercise, when I asked you to be aware of your surroundings, you probably had a very good awareness, not just of your body, but of the actual space you're in right here, right now. And while you were maintaining that awareness of reality, I imagine that your energy stayed just as high and you were feeling just as good. And this is a massive difference between visualization and the exercise that we just did, which is called actualization. What you are being in the present moment is what creates your life around you. First, you change the inner world, and then the outer world catches up. But it's very important that that change isn't just in your imagination, not just in your mind, but it is in what you are being right here, right now, in reality, in the present moment. because you can imagine having abundant wealth, but still have the presence and still be someone who is massively in debt. You can imagine being in the most magnificent relationship, but still have the presence, still being someone who is lonely and frustrated. And so if you are imagining one thing and being another, the only thing the universe reacts to is what you're being. So when we want to make real changes in our real life, it's very important that we make this shift from imagining the change to being the change. I'm sure you're very familiar with the phrase, be the change you want to see in the world. Be the change you want to see in the world. It's not imagine the change, think about the change, dream about the change, hope for or wish for the change. It is be the change you want to see in the world. Because when you change what you are being, the world conforms to that, reacts to that, and catches up to that. So the next questions usually are, how do we do this, and how frequently should we do this? So as for how frequently we should do this, it's as frequently as possible or as frequently as comfortable. Think of where your life is at now as your starting point. Where you want your life to be is your destination. And just like you're sitting in a car, changing what you are actually being in the present moment is like pushing down on the gas pedal. And the more frequently you push down on the gas pedal, and the longer you hold the gas pedal down for, the faster you will get to your destination. So if once a week for 5 minutes I focus on being the new me I want to be, and the rest of the time I'm just habitually being the old me, I will get to where I want to go. And it'll take a certain amount of time. However, if 5 times a day for 10 minutes I'm being the new me I want to be, and the rest of the time I'm just defaulting to the old me I'm used to being, then I'm going to get to my destination a lot faster. And we all have plenty of times throughout the day where we can be who we choose to be regardless of what's going on around us. In fact, probably 80% of your waking day, no matter what your goal is, you can choose to be the person you want to be so you can create the life you want to live. When you're in the shower, be who you want to be. When you're brushing your teeth, when you're eating food, when you're cooking, be who you want to be. When you are cleaning your house, be who you want to be. When you're watching TV, be who you choose to be. Go for a walk and be who you choose to be. Driving to the store, be who you choose to be. Hopping on the bus, be who you choose to be. Sitting at work, be who you choose to be. Now, some people might say, wow, if I'm riding a bus and I want to be a millionaire, those don't coincide. If I want to have my own business and I'm sitting at work, how can I be someone who's got their own business while I'm sitting at work? Well, remember, the inner world first and then the outer world changes. Being who you choose to be is a feeling, it's a presence. It's being aware of who you are and emanating that energy right here, right now in the present moment. And you could be a millionaire and be sitting on a bus. I'm sure if you haven't seen the picture yet, you can Google it. There's a picture of Bill Gates, one of the richest men in the world, standing in line for a hamburger. And you can be and have the presence of a wealthy business owner while you're sitting at work. You can't let your outer circumstances dictate what you are being on the inside. If you do, then it's a self-reinforcing loop. If you say, I am in a job, therefore I have to have the presence of someone who is in a job, well, that is the loop, and that is what the universe is constantly going to react to, and that's what you're going to get. When you can sit in your job and still have the presence of someone who has a huge, thriving business, then that is when things start to change. There are videos out there of Justin Timberlake working in a retail store. I think it's a Target. That does not change who he is. That does not change his presence, his being. He is still being Justin Timberlake. And in Active Path Law of Attraction, we have 5 core exercises we practice that can enable you to be what you choose to be almost anywhere, almost anytime. And we want to teach them to you so you can learn them really well. You can find us online. Our website is theactivepath.com. And you can also come join our Facebook group. It's called Power Manifesting Inner Circle. Find us in one of those places, and we will teach you everything you need to know to change your life and to help us change the world. While you're here, here's another couple of videos I know are going to open up a whole new world of manifesting power and ability to you, so please watch them right away. I'm Tom Riley. Until next time, remain at choice.